want to start with a brief opening statement?
It's a good win. Anytime you're able to get a 15-point victory against a Drexel basketball team, it's a good win. Obviously looking at a lot of different things. First and foremost, I thought the crowd was tremendous. It didn't give them a whole lot of excitement, as far as exciting plays to get loud about. But I thought the crowd was fantastic. Duke Dog Reading Day. Duke Dog Reading Day is a fantastic promotion, and give our administration and the marketing and anyone who's involved with it, props on what they do. I think they do it the right way. I think that it's a tremendous way to help grow the game compared to the education days that we have to education games that we have to play. It's 11:30 on a Thursday afternoon, where they have screaming kids who are there just because they get out of school. I think we do it the right way. I really do. I think we do it the right way, where we get kids in here on a weekend where neither team is displaced or disjointed or taken out of their routine, and kids can come to the game on a field trip with their teachers, but it's not going to bring them back. You bring the parents here with them, and I've had so many people come up to me and they talk about, the first time I ever saw you guys play was Duke Dog Reading Day, and now we're season ticket holders or we're coming back, and so much props to our administration for this promotion. I think it was 25 years old. Someone was telling me, so that's tremendous. I think it's really had a big part of our growing success that we have here at JMU. But as far as today, if I had to play against Drexel every game, my blood pressure would probably be really high. It's just one of those types of games. They make you play ugly. They make you play ugly, and they make you second guess just about everything that you're doing. And so we try to get our kids to be as normal as possible, and with the understanding that they're going to be in driving lanes, they're going to slough it in, they're going to dare you to shoot, and you just have to be yourself. And I thought we got disjointed a few times. Particularly in the beginning, but we just weren't ourselves throughout the basketball game. But we were enough to win. I thought Precious's shooting, rebounding from a horrific shooting night against Elon, to bounce back and hit some shots for us to really get us going. We weren't able to get the ball inside to Lady as much. I promise everyone out there that we were trying. It's just by design. They are going to force you to shoot from the outside or mid-range shots, and it was just tough getting her the ball. And then I thought some other people. I thought Muff Mickens did a really good job of controlling the tempo and getting us some opportunities. But overall, we'll take it. There's some things that we need to clean up. I think this is only the third time all year we've been out-rebounded. I thought we got out-rebounded today because of lack of hustle. And I thought they beat us to the basketball quite a bit to get second chance opportunities. Otherwise, we probably could have had a much larger margin of victory. But we need to get better. We understand that. But it's a very good win. Very good win. Puts us at 15-2. And I'm very excited about that. And I think we're starting to understand who we are and who we need to be as we move forward.
Pretty good defense today?
Very, very pleased with the defense, especially in the beginning. And Drexel's probably the hardest team I've ever had to prepare for, even over the years. They run their stuff. I swear she has a little feeder program somewhere. Those kids come in, they know the system, they understand it, and they run it well. And now they know option A, B, and C, and they can get to it in a matter of, I guess, like a quarterback, their progressions. They look at first option, it's not there. Look at the second option, that's not there. They got the third option, and it's hard to guard. And I thought our kids did a fantastic job in the first half. We limited their leading scorers, Karan and Pearson, kind of pretty much shut them out. They got some shots in the second half, but when you have to guard it for 40 minutes, it's tough. It's tough. But I thought our kids did a really good job. We had a couple breakdowns. That's to be expected. But for the most part, I thought we did a really good job of guarding, their backdoor cuts and made it tough for them.
Do you go into games like this knowing it's going to be ugly, like you said, and you kind of just happy with whatever the result is?
No, you're never happy. I'm a coach, so you're always going to find something to pick at, something to try to get better at. But I go into this game knowing that I knew we weren't getting chicken nuggets tonight. Someone asked me that. And I told them, I said, it's not a chicken nugget night. So, just be ready to try to get a win, because they're not going to let you play that way. I mean, and it's not really exactly what they do; it's how they play. you watch them. They pass it, and they pass it, and the shot clock's running down. And by the time they shoot it, it's just limited amount of possessions during the game. So you're not going to be a high scoring team against them. And it's like I kid you not, it's like you score a field goal, and it's like you scored a touchdown. Because 2 points is really worth like 5 points. Because of the limited amount of possessions that's out there. So that's why we're pleased. With the victory. We go up there, we understand it's going to be a dogfight again, and we have to get better in understanding that and finish the basketball game out.
When it got down to 4 there, was there anything that was happening, and what allowed you guys to kind of snap out of it and get it back to double digits?
We had a couple of breakdowns. Which is to be expected. When you run a system like that and you know all of your reads, you're going to score. And I thought we were really good against them last year. We swept them last year. Because we really focused on our offensive end. We knew we could guard, and we knew we weren't going to shut them down. In the past, we've tried to shut them down to the point where we lose focus on our offensive end. And last year, I thought we had an understanding that we're going to guard you, make it tough for you, with the understanding we're not going to shut you down, but we focus on the offensive end. Today, I didn't think we did a really good job on the offensive end, and we need to get back to that when we play against a team like Drexel. And understanding what they want to do, we need to get back to making sure we understand where we're going to get our points from, because you're not going to shut them down.
Jamelia Thompson was a bit of a disaster for them today offensively. Just 5 points, 7 turnovers, 4 fouls. Their coach talked a lot about how you guys kind of challenged her to shoot the ball, and she didn't pass that challenge. Was that all part of the game plan that you wanted to see what she would do offensively?
Exactly. We played her last year. It was an eye-opening experience because we played her like we did everyone else, and she's a very talented 6'4" center. She can put the ball on the floor, and she's really good at getting to the rim. She's really good at. I think the last game out, she had 12 assists. I think she leads them in assists. We knew that. So we were okay with her shooting 17-footers, as long as we contested it. And she hit a couple. We were okay with that because we knew that's not part of their game plan. And so we were challenging her. And for me, I had to have my assistant coaches talk me off the ledge when she did make one or two, because I'm like, okay, I want accountability and go get it. But we knew it was throwing them out of rhythm a little bit when she was shooting. But she's a very talented player, but that was part of our game plan.
The way Precious scored today, after you said she wasn't so hot the other night, what was different? Did you see anything different?
Precious puts a lot of pressure on herself, and sometimes, like even the Elon game, I thought she got sped up. They put a lot of pressure, face guarded her, and she just rushed her shots. She called me, she texted me, and we came in on Saturday morning before practice, and whether it helped or not, whether it was more mentally mental, we got some shots up for a half hour, and we just got back to the fundamentals, slowed her down a little bit. And that's the way she played today, and she shot it. I told her, it's so funny because I told her, I said, hey, look, you're going to get your opportunities. I don't know how many shots she took tonight. I said, you're going to get your opportunities throughout the basketball game. She took 18 shots tonight, and I said, you're going to get 15 to 20 shots a game. All right, so make your first few good ones. Don't rush them. You don't have to rush it like you don't know if you're going to get another shot, because you are. And it's so funny because she passed up a couple of shots in the first 3 or 4 possessions, and I'm like going crazy over there, like, shoot it, shoot it. And I'm like, okay, all right. I told her to make sure she got a good one, But she's a very talented kid. We had a shooting session on Saturday, and the way she was shooting, I looked at her. I said, I've never had anybody that can shoot it better, or prettier when you do the things the right way. And so she got some confidence. She came out and she shot the ball well, and we needed her to do that.
After a series of second-guess turnovers, kind of in the middle of the first half, what was your message to the team coming out?
Well, we needed to get better. I mean, we had 9 turnovers at halftime against a team that wasn't pressing us, and it was just because they don't press you, but they make you second guess a lot of different things. You're trying to put the ball on the floor, and it's like I swear sometimes I look out there and I think that there's 6 people. They have 6 people on the floor because I don't know how they can cover all the coverages that they do, and that's a testament to Denise and her program. But they just make you second guess, and so you'll study long, and you'll throw the ball in there, and they're swarming, and so we just told them to play their game. Stop trying to take what they were giving us and just go and create some things, create some opportunities. And I thought we were a little bit better in the second half, but we still need to be ourselves when we go and play against a team like
With her being one of the toughest guards that you have, what were your thoughts when Angela
When she laid there for when she laid there for a little while. Normally she's tough. I mean, we have a rule with her in practice that she'll try to take charges all day in practice. And so I just tell her to get in front of somebody, and when she's going to take a charge, just yell at charge and get out of the way, and I'll give it to her because she will take them. And she bounces up, and she's good. I hold my breath a lot. When she laid down, I was a little concerned because she normally doesn't lay down that far. When I got over there and they checked, and when she found out that everything was still intact, I think she was just more worried from a cosmetic standpoint and what she was going to look like. And so that's why I left early because I knew she was okay. But it was very gratifying for me that she was okay. But I've said it a lot that Lady and Precious very well could be our best players, but Muff is our most valuable. And we need her. If we don't have Precious, I think we can fill somebody in. If we don't have Lady, I think we can fill somebody in. If we don't have Muff out there, we're a little bit disjointed sometimes, and so she's very important. So it was gratifying for me that she got up and that she was okay, but I was a little worried until I got over there and felt like it was just a cosmetic situation. And then she's talking about her lip. She's talking about her lip during the game, and I'm like, I don't want to talk about your lip. I want to talk about how we're going to run this play. But that's Muff, and it's Muff, and it's how she is. So it makes her special.
And you're starting to get more comfortable placing Ashley Perez and Haley Barron into the lineups as guards.
Yeah, Ashley. I think Ashley has taken a step backwards, which is understandable, just because he's trying to get incorporated. I mean, you get out there the first couple games and you just playing, and coaches don't really care that you missed a couple assignments. And now we're really caring that she's missing a couple assignments. So now she's starting to think a little bit. And I think she'll be fine here in probably the next 2 or 3 games, and she'll understand what we want from her. More and more comfortable with Haley. What Haley lacks in athleticism, she makes up in. She has a very high basketball IQ. So she might not always get there, but I know that she's not getting there because she doesn't know. She knows where she needs to be, and if you know where you're supposed to be, that's half the battle. And she didn't shoot the ball well tonight, but she has been shooting the ball pretty well, and she spreads the defense out for us. Because I was tickled pink when we played against William and Mary, and she cut through, and they were like, shooter, shooter, shooter. And I was like, oh, that's cute. My girl's name is Shooter now. So it really helps our situation because now they can't really double on Lady like they want to. All right? All right.